Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we just got a brand new update in Lumber Tycoon 2 that will change the game forever. And this update has everything to do with player permissions, which can be found in the menu under the settings tab. And you may instantly notice that at the top here there is no more visits from everyone button, and that is because there is instead a brand new global permissions tab. However, before we talk about this new tab, let's talk about the brand new permission, which is called collisions. So to show you guys what this permission actually does, I'm going to give my alt account, Mr. McMillan, only one permission, that being visit my property. And because my alt account does not have the collision permission, I can actually walk directly through all of my main account stuff, including my main account itself. So as you can see, I can literally walk through all of my main account's items without anything happening. And this also includes pressure plates. So basically what this means is that if I do not grant my alt account the collisions permission, my alt account will not be able to collide with any of the loose items on my base. However, it still can collide with structures on my base, it's just loose items that are affected by this permission. And so in order for my alt account to actually collide with these items on my base, I need to give my alt account the collisions permission, and my alt account also needs to give the collisions permission to my main account. So as you see here, I have my collisions on now on my alt account, and I can collide with my main account and my main account's items. However, if I were to shut off this permission, I would no longer collide with my main account's items. Anyways, now it is time to talk about the global permissions tab, which can be found at the top of your player permissions, and as you can see, it includes 4 options. So the first option here is just the all button, which just enables and disables all of the other options, nothing too special. The next option is the visit property option, and this acts exactly the same way that the old visits from anyone button used to act. So if the visit property is on, it means that every single player who joins the game will be able to visit my property. Next up we have sit in seats, and again, if this one is on, every single person who joins the server will be able to sit in seats on my base. However, they will not be able to actually drive vehicles, only sit down in seats. Finally, we have the collisions, which I just talked about. If the collisions is on, everyone in my server will be able to collide with me, assuming their collisions are also on for me. Now, because these are global permissions, they are active on every single player in the server. So as you see, if I have some global permissions on, those options will actually appear a little dimmed out, and that is simply because the global permissions actually takes priority over the player permissions. So if I have sit in seats on globally, if I go to change it for one specific player, it won't matter since it's already set on global. Now, when you first join Lumber Tycoon 2 with this new update, you're gonna have your global permissions completely off, and you can turn any of these on depending on your playstyle. I recommend that if you had visits from anyone on before, you should turn visit property back on again in the global permissions, just to recreate that exact same behavior. Sit in seats doesn't really matter too much, and collisions, I recommend that you have it off at all times, especially if you're playing in public servers, just to avoid exploiters flinging out your items, as with collisions off, there is no way exploiters can steal your stuff. And that's pretty much it for this update. This new collision setting is going to have pretty major impact on the game, especially if you play in a public server, because you will no longer have to worry about exploiters flinging out your character or your items. Anyways, this is going to be it for me, so goodbye.